Yeah. I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship rehab.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'ma talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that done click the link, that done click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' blow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder.
Thank you, no value.
Fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
My apologies for no volume. Again, I would like to say welcome to tonight's show. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody for stopping by tonight. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I love y'all so much. And I'm usually like in here when this started, but like as soon as like the camera came on, I just like sat down. I decided to make myself some tea at the last minute. And yeah, that just, you know, I pushed it to the limit.
I just did. There's no excuse, but sometimes that's how it is. I usually have all my stuff set and I'm ready to rock and roll by the time everything starts. But I made my tea. So with that being said, I want to give a shout out to everybody that stopped by tonight. Thank you to my amazing mods that are always doing what needs to be done by getting the chat stuff posted. Shout out to my man Anthony T. Biz. Hey man, as a matter of fact, let me say this, because you know they say give people their flowers when they are alive, and I must say this: it's really cool when you're able to connect with people across the planet, across the world. And that's one of the things that I love about YouTube, social media, and just my platform in particular, is that I've had the privilege of meeting some really great people, and I've had the privilege of being able to establish some real authentic relationships. You know what I'm saying? Just, don't necessarily have to be the best of friends, but just being able to meet the people that support my show and the shows that I support, platforms I support, and all that good stuff. And it's just good to be around good people. And one of those people that I always have to make sure and that I acknowledge, and y'all have seen them in the chat plenty of times, is my man Anthony T. Biz and Bolo. And I will just say this about Bolo, is that, I really do appreciate him, because he don't know this, but because he's such a genuine person and he's an authentic person, he does it because it's in his heart. And I was listening to his show tonight. I was listening to Bolo's show, and most of the time when I do listen to Bolo, I usually stay out of the chat. I usually don't be in the chat. I usually don't say nothing. If we having a good time and things are funny and vibing and stuff, it is, I'll say something. But for the most part, I usually just listen to Bolo. And as I was getting ready for tonight's show, I was listening. And, it was good conversation, good topic. They were talking about, just the passion of the Christ and all of that good stuff. And at the end of the show, though, was really the thing that I really wanted to give him his flowers about. At the end of the show, Bolo prays for everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Because, and I don't see, Bolo don't see me in his chat, but yet and still he calls out my name. And he does it all the time. He calls out my name. And that to me is just one of those things where it's like you really have to appreciate the people that you have in your life, those people that do. Yeah, I know. I was listening, Beverly, but it's like you really have to appreciate those people that really just give a shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we don't have people like that too often. People like that. But when you do, you gotta appreciate it. And I will say this to Bolo, brother, I really do appreciate it. I do. Thank you. I'm listening to the show and I'm enjoying the show, and they saying prayers and everybody. I hear my name called. I said, damn, they really touched the brother. So I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate the work that you guys are doing. And whether if it's 5 people in there or 5,000 people in there, y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all thing is just that. That's y'all thing. And y'all do a good job at it. So I just wanted to stop for a minute and give my man his flowers and just tell him I appreciate him for what he does and praying for me and my family. So thank you so much. And to all of y'all that watch Bolo, if y'all have not watched Bolo, go into his channel, Bolo TV, subscribe to him, check him out. It's good content, But with that being said, I thank you guys, man. I really do, and I appreciate you guys. And tonight, I got a good show. I was going to say, no, I'm going to wait till tomorrow and do the show because I'm kind of tired tonight. But I said, nope. I was off last week kicking it with my family. Shout out to Daddy-O and shout out to Beverly, came and visited us. I was kicking it with them, and I said, no, I need to give the people what they want.
Got to give the people, give the people what they want. That's right. That's what I had to do. So I said, hey.
Gonna have a funky good time.
That's right.
We're gonna have a funky good time.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's what we gonna do, and we gonna do it right. So what I want to do before the show is I want to show you guys this video. And it's 2 videos, and it was so awesome and ironic at the same time. It's like when you see something and you be like, I can't believe this person had the audacity. And then you already have seen something else, and you're like, and I just saw this. And you just connect the dots. Well, that's what I did. So with that being said, I'm just going to show y'all what it is that I got, and then I'm going to show you what else I got and how I connected the dots. And I just want y'all to get y'all take on this. So for those of you who don't know who this man is none other than the governor, the governor of California. He's the governor of California. He's the new governor. Oh, yeah, the chat. Thank you. I'll get it up in just a second, man. Thanks for reminding me. But he's the governor. His name is Gavin Newsom. And Gavin Newsom released a video for the 4th of July weekend. And that video that he released for the 4th of July weekend was literally him making a plea and inviting people that live in Florida to come live in California. Now, I've never heard somebody before, a governor before, who has lost so many people because of their politics and because of the economy in their state, and those people leave, and a good majority of those people actually move to Florida. I've never seen somebody else come back and make a plea to get, essentially, those people to come back. Because all of the motherfuckers that done left California have literally gone to about 3 places. They've all gone to Texas. Shout out to Texas. They all gone to Texas. They've gone to Florida, or they've gone to Tennessee. They're in one of those 3 states. That's where the majority of the people that have moved to those states. Ironically enough, those dreaded, awful red states, those terrible, terrible, terrible right-wing states that's full of nothing but them horrible Republicans, and they just been destroying our country. But it seems like everybody that's moved from a blue state has not moved to another blue state. So you would think, oh, somebody leaving California, they gonna move to New York, right? That's what New York is. That's blue, ain't it? Yep. No, they haven't. They've moved to Texas, Tennessee, Florida. Oddly enough. But this is the video that he put out, literally trying to call out Ron DeSantis, and I'll just let y'all hear it.
It's Independence Day, so let's talk about what's going on in America.
California's governor with a pointed message.
I urge all of you living in Florida to join the fight.
And Gavin Newsom makes no illusion who he's fighting.
Freedom, it's under attack in your state. Your Republican leaders, they're banning books, making it harder to vote.
A California governor running an ad in Florida?
Join us in California, where we still believe in freedom.
My question is, what's the point?
Mike Netter is the man credited for launching the Recall Gavin Newsom effort.
No one from Florida is going to say, oh boy, I can't wait to move to California where they're running out of water. We have heat waves. And by the way, I'm not sure they're going to have power in 5 years.
Netter calls on the governor to focus.
Did you hear that? Running out of water, which is true. There is and I'm telling you like this. I will always say this. Democrats are notorious for never, ever calling out shit that's going on in their own backyard. Now, they will talk about other motherfuckers, but as far as calling out shit in their own backyard, they will act like that shit ain't even happening. Like how the country is how the country is in a recession right now and nobody's saying it, how gas is high as fuck, how all of the inflation has taken over and just literally brought the economy to its fucking knees and how Americans are suffering while we're sending billions of dollars over to the Ukraine. Yes, I'm gonna keep saying it. I ain't gonna let it go. But it's like they will never get on TV and say, hey, y'all, we are in a recession. Shit is fucked up. Let's circle the wagons. They'll never say it. They will never say it. They will just keep on keeping on like ain't shit wrong and like ain't shit happening. And it's like they are notorious for that. It's like they just won't say, hey, hold on, this is fucked up. We need to stop this. We need to fix this and do something about it. Nope. They just sit back and just like, case in point, just like how when the Flint water crisis was going on, how the Flint water was fucked up, that was all over national news. It was all over the in case y'all didn't know, I'm gonna whisper this. The Flint water's still fucked up, y'all. I'm just saying. And they ain't saying shit because they got a Democratic governor in there. They got rid of the Republican governor that was in there. And they got a Democratic, the chick, I forgot her damn name, but she's in there. And ain't nobody saying shit about this water. And it's still fucked up. I'm just saying. But that's what they're notorious for. Let's
On
continue.
this state's issues, Florida's governor may have lobbed the first shot. Ron DeSantis called San Francisco a dumpster fire and worried about Californians moving to Florida.
They will not draw the connection between their leftist ideology and the destruction that's all around them.
It's possible the actual target of the ad isn't DeSantis at all. Newsom hasn't been shy about calling out the Democratic Party.
Where's the Democratic Party? We need to stand up. Where's the counteroffensive?
But the prevailing opinion, the ad raises his national profile, even if he's been quoted as saying he's not interested in the White House, at least now. Netter wants that in writing.
That he put in writing a pledge to the people of California that if he wins this next election, he will serve the entire 4 years and not leave California with all the problems that we feel he's created.
And my thing is, if he put it in writing, it's not like he's above lying. Like, he'll be like, yeah, I said that, but fuck that, I ain't doing that, and gone. It's like, he's lied before. He's a fucking liar. So why would you even try to challenge him and say, yeah, we want it in writing? Like, that's going to hold him to it. If the right people get behind him, give him enough money and tell his ass to run for president, trust and believe his ass is going to be running for president. That's just facts. I'm just telling you what it is. So it's like, to all you Californians out there, that's just what it is. But here's what's funny, though. This is the other side of the coin that I wanted y'all to see, because you see what he's talking about. Freedom in California. You know, come to where they're burning books in Florida. Come over here where it's free. Come over here where it's just better over here. I want y'all to see this shit, because this shit here, this shit is ridiculous. And I've never seen this. And the fact that this is going on, this is what lets me know we are going into a new level of just fuckery, debauchery, whatever you want to call it. The world is fucking changing. Watch this.
More than a dozen LA area gangs are targeting the city's rich in a new aggressive way. The wave of follow-home robberies, including multiple thieves, putting law enforcement on high alert. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter with more.
Investigators say this terrifying trend is specific to Los Angeles. Crews of suspects in multiple cars going after victims. 2 people killed so far, hundreds of others terrorized by these brazen thieves. An innocent victim mowed down for her expensive watch. One of 5 follow-home robberies in the last 48 hours. The victim followed from a store in the jewelry district in downtown LA. She tries to flee. The suspects running her down. Look closely.
What? That's a woman getting hit with a car. Not ran over. She wasn't getting ran over. She was getting hit by a car so that they could rob her. Yes, Bossy Queen, this is some Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome type of shit. These niggas then came over from Bullet Town and then went to Guzzling to get this fucking watch. Do you see this shit?
See, the woman throws her watch, which she knew they were after.
In my 34 years in the LAPD, I had never seen this type of criminal behavior in such large groups, coordinating to conduct attacks on unsuspecting citizens to take their property and or vehicles.
The LAPD's new Follow Home Robbery Task Force says gang members are to blame.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. What the fuck is a Follow Home Robbery Task Force? Then y'all do know that that's what task force are. That's for when you have a tremendous amount of spike in a particular area of crime in your city, especially in large cities like this, they create task force. So that means it's not, oh, that's just an isolated incident. No, that means it's happening at an alarming rate to the point to where they create a task force for it. It's that out of control. It's that bad to where they say, God damn, we need a task force about this shit, man. Yeah.
Blame for the more than 220 incidents in the city. The thieves targeting victims with expensive watches and designer handbags. The items sold on the black market for pennies on the dollar.
A total of 17 gangs have been identified so far. These gangs are from the South Los Angeles area, and many of them are rivals from different sets, indicating that they're not working together.
Officials say the task force has been able.
So that means that the criminals have all said, oh, we know it's sweet out here and we know ain't shit gonna happen to us. So let's get this fucking money. It's like Christmas in fucking July, literally. Literally. This is exactly what they've gone to the point to where they said, fuck it. We know y'all ain't gonna do shit. And it's more of us than it is y'all. And we gonna go out here and we gonna knock these motherfuckers upside their head, hit them with our cars, tackle them like we fucking linebackers, and just take shit from them. That's literally what they're doing.
To cut the crime, but say they're starting to see a surge once again. One of the main reasons, suspects who are arrested and quickly released only to commit more crimes. Like Matthew Adams, accused of committing 7 more follow home robberies.
I think that process is counter to the need for a criminal justice system to be viewed as a deterrent for those that engage in crime, and a deterrent for those that would want to engage in crime or be tempted to because there's a belief or perception amongst some in their community that there's a lack of consequences.
Chief Moore says the U.S. Attorney is now joining in efforts to prosecute these suspects.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great A.
Just giving you this motherfucker is telling people to move to fucking California from Florida for this. Yeah, come to California where we gonna rob your ass and the police ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, come to California where we can literally run your ass over, hit your ass with a car and take your shit. Yeah, come to California where we ain't even prosecuting or arresting people for crimes that's less than $1,000. Yeah, come to California where we ain't got enough police and even the thugs are saying don't come to California. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers down in Florida, move on up to California where we ain't tough on crime, where we let these motherfuckers back out to commit more crimes. Yeah, y'all bring y'all ass on out here. Why? Because we want to foster a victimhood culture in our state, and we could use y'all as more victims. That's ridiculous. Do you see that? And you know what it reminded me of? I swear to God, the first thing I thought of when I saw this was Grand Theft Auto. I said, this is some old GTA shit. You're in a car and you're chasing a person who watch you. You want to steal a watch? A watch. This person ain't hit you. They ain't stole from you. They ain't bit you. They ain't choked you. They ain't done nothing but had an expensive watch on. And you are literally ready to hit them with a car to stop them so that you can get the watch from them. In broad daylight. That wasn't at night, 2 in the morning, and the motherfucker walking home at 2 in the morning and they just get caught up. This is broad fucking daylight.
Crews of suspects in multiple.
This is broad daylight that this is happening. This a 4-star chase with this one, Colin. I mean, the fact that they're willing to do that. Look, and ain't nobody doing shit. Ain't nobody helping or nothing. Look, that motherfucker in that car just watching. Look at this shit. Look at how far this person is running. And they caught up with their ass. Look at that shit. She threw the watch. Like, just have it, motherfuckers. Take it. Yes, and that lady ain't no old ass lady. That lady got to be at least in her 30s. That wasn't no victim. They was just like, nah, fuck that. You see that bitch wrist? Let's get it. Let's fucking get it. It's unbelievable to just see what these cities are allowing to happen in their own, to their own people. And for those people that are living there, man, I don't know how y'all doing it. I would literally, if I was in LA and I lived in LA, I'd walk the street with my AR. Fuck what you talking about. I would walk the street with my AR-15. Yes. That's illegal. And the fact that it is, which is why I ain't gotta ever, never, ever go back there. I loves me some Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Lord knows I do. But I'll be dead before I go back to that motherfucker. I'm good. New York, same way. Fuck them. Because my thing is this. My safety and my life is worth more than going to live by some rich motherfucker's rules to where I can't protect myself. I'm just saying. Because that place is fucking, that is gotta, and I'm saying like this, me being a man, it is one thing, but if I was a woman or if I was an elderly person, I would be fucking terrified living in that goddamn city. I would be terrified. I would be terrified not knowing, living in a city where I don't know what's going to happen to me and knowing good and goddamn well it's going to be a minute for the police get there. And if the police do catch the motherfuckers, they ain't going to necessarily be gone for good. Follow home robbery task force. Insane. Fucking insane. And these people are steadily with this shit though. And that's why I feel sorry for the old folks and all that shit. But y'all asked for this. I gotta call it out. I gotta call a thing, as Ayanna Van Zant would say. I gotta call a thing. Y'all asked for this shit. This is the type of shit y'all motherfuckers voted for. This is the kind of shit that y'all pay y'all hard-earned money and y'all taxes for. This is what the fuck it is. This is what you get. This is what you want. This is what you get. This is what you want. This is what you get. You got thug-ass niggas talking about, man, please, y'all, don't come to California. Niggas in New York, don't come to New York, y'all. It's fucked up out here. Because you have to realize that what these people are showing you on television and on the news and shit like that, that's only one aspect. When you hear the people saying, the people, as Bane would say, when you hear the people saying, don't come here, man, I ain't got nothing else to tell you. The thugs, the gangsters, the OGs, triple OGs, politicians, man, don't y'all come here. The people that live in these communities, the what do you call them? The activists telling y'all, don't come here, don't visit. It's that bad. The police telling you, I would not advise anybody to come to California right now. We don't have enough police to keep y'all safe. Just what it is. So keep that shit in mind when you're looking at all of this shit that's going on in the world and you're looking at how these people are you know, voting for this and talking about how racist shit is and all that kind of, when you get all that shit that people are talking about and you see what's going on with stuff like this, those are the things that you really should be concerned about. When you got a bitch like Leslie Jones who's sitting here talking about, I feel like we slaves still. I feel like this ain't the land of the free. We ain't free no more. I feel like ain't no point in celebrating the 4th of July. And this bitch is living in California in her fucking mansion with net worth is $8 million. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. And people are like really supporting that shit that she's talking. Ain't no point in celebrating the 4th of July. We us Americans ain't free. We almost back to slavery days. Unfucking believable. And it's like the fact that there are thousands of people big up in that statement, that lets you know how stupid we are as people. It lets you know how we're not even like saying, well, hold on now, wait a minute now, bitch. You going too far. These race hustling ass niggas will say anything and we will co-sign that shit just because they black. Just because they Democrat. We co-signing it. Right, wrong? Hey, don't matter if she right, don't matter if she wrong. I'm co-signing it. Get that like up. It's unbelievable. But let's talk about the Highland Park shooting. And one of the things about the Highland Park shooting that I just can't seem to let go of, and this has been kind of sticking with me since Uvalde, and I don't understand how we as Americans can come together and hold people accountable socially, right? People can get canceled socially. We have movements like the Me Too movement. We have movements like the Believe All Women movement. We have movements like the Black Lives Matter movement. We have all of these different movements. We can do all of these different things when it comes to social media. We can have social media organized riots. However, someone like myself can say the wrong thing, or someone like myself can get my channel flagged, or someone like a Tommy Sotomayor can't keep a channel on YouTube, can't keep a Twitter, can't keep an Instagram account, can't keep one. But we have people that are going on social media and literally are talking about, right, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. We have people that are literally talking about killing people, mass shooting. I hate this person. I'm going to kill this person. I'm going to shoot this person. Guns and everything. And social media does nothing. How we've had these types of shootings occur over the past few months, and there's been no accountability for social media, it is beyond shocking. Now, we have an active shooter situation that occurs, and somebody gets shot, somebody gets killed, whether it's 2 or 20, and Congress is in session talking about guns. We have all of the politicians talking about more gun control. We have all of these politicians getting together to try to say we should be suing the gun manufacturers. We need gun safety laws right now. We will have all of these things occurring. And these are our politicians that we voted for going into session, talking about all of this stuff that happens or that is going on and how we as Congress needs to act, and they need to act now. But not one single politician, Republican, Democrat alike, has come forth and said, well, how in the fuck did this guy have a social media account talking about all of the stuff he did and was going to do, and social media did nothing? How is that? We can't talk about COVID because we'll get blocked. We'll get put in Facebook jail. You'll lose your account. You'll get taken down for saying the word COVID. You'll get put on your channel will get strike, or you will get put in Facebook jail for saying the word COVID, for saying something about a vaccine, for saying anything about that. That's misinformation and all of that shit. The president of the United States lost his account on Twitter because they said what he said was against our violations, was against our community standards. How is it that community standards don't include when a motherfucker is online talking about he about to kill his family? He about to kill some kids. He about to go shoot these people. How come the algorithm don't stop that, find that, figure that out, and then put that in a box and say, hey, we gonna suspend this person's account. They can't post shit, they can't go live, or anything like that until the police have investigated or they've had a sign off from some type of psychiatrist or something. I don't know. How is it though that this is repeatedly happening? And when you go back and look at these active shooters, you can see the paper trail, which is a mile long, on their social media account. And the main culprits are Facebook. The main culprits are the Instagrams, where these kids are putting, kids and grown-ups alike, they're putting all of this fuck shit that they're going to do. The preamble or the prelude to their execution of these things is always on social media. First, their manifestos, social media. And in some instances, people are flagging it, but those people aren't, there's nothing that's being done about it. And how is it that our own politicians who want to carry every last gun manufacturer into court, who wants to stop every single right that we have pertaining to the Second Amendment, they want to stop all that. They can philosophize. Yep, I said philosophize. They can philosophize about how the Constitution is not absolute. It is one of those documents that was written in that time, and it has changed and evolved, and we need to evolve with. How is it that they can do all of this shit and get all of these ideas, but not one of these motherfuckers have said, well, hold on. How the fuck is social media letting all this shit go? How is that? And nobody's drug what's the boy name, Zuckerberg, into the goddamn thing to ask him, hey man, how come y'all ain't stopping this? Or the other guy from Twitter, ain't nobody dragging him into Congress saying, hey man, how come y'all not stopping this? It's funny how I can say a word and my shit get blocked and my shit get torn down. Not Elon Musk, I'm talking about the other dude who was running the shit. The guy who kicked off Trump. I don't understand it. They can figure out a way to catch you saying some shit that they don't want you to say, but a kid on there talking about, yeah, I can't wait till next year when I kill all these kids after I graduate. I'm going to take me and my 4 guns and I'm going to go shoot up the whole school. Jack Dorsey, thank you. And that shit don't get flagged. They don't get in Facebook jail. Don't nothing happen. No warning or nothing. It's amazing to me how this just consistently happens. And it's like they don't give a shit until they see the actual fucking shooting. When they see this shit, that's when they're like, oh, well, let's go look at their social media. Unbelievable. I just wanted to show you that just so you can see what it's like to be in that situation, because unfortunately I have to realize, and I do this sometimes and don't think twice about it just because of my background and my history. Everybody don't know what it's like to be in a shootout. Everybody don't know what it's like when people are shooting a gun or shooting a rifle or whatever, you know, whether it's into a crowd or just being involved in a shooting. Everybody don't have that experience. And because I've had it so many times, I've gotten desensitized to it. So when I say, yeah, they shot off 12 rounds, whatever, I know what that sounds like. They shot off 46 rounds. I know what that sounds like. Everybody doesn't. So I think it does matter to where people should see that so that they can get an idea of what that sounds like, let alone to be in it in real time. But he had one of what appears to be one of the carbine rifles, and I think it was 9mm that he was shooting or whatever. But it's just one of those things where it's like, we have all of this shit, all of this technology to monitor us, to track what we're saying, what we post, and all that good shit. And anybody that the algorithm doesn't like, or what Facebook considers to be against the community standards, they find a way to block you and to shut you down. But when a kid does something like this, it's nothing. It's there, marinating. Oh, shout out to Fatherhood WRT. He became a relationship rehabber. Hey, sir, I just got to tell you one thing. You are on a whole new level, my man.
Baby, I'm on it, I'm on a new level. I'm on it, I'm on a new level. I'm on it, I'm on a new level.
I'm going to run that back since I fat fingered it.
I'm on a new level. I'm on it, I'm on a new level. I'm on it, I'm on a new level. I'm on it, I'm on a new level. I'm on a new.
Thank you, Fatherhood. I appreciate it. But it's like, that's what we have to realize. Like, how is it that we can stop this? You say something against the alphabet people? Done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You say something against the Jewites? You're done. You're done. That's it. That's it. You're done. There's no second chance, no ifs, ands, or buts about you done. You say something about getting the shot or not getting the shot or something about the vaccine, you're done. That's it. You're done. You say something about COVID and COVID being bullshit and it's the China virus, you're done. That's it. It's just that simple. Content gone. You're taken off the platform. If you do it again, that's it. Fuck up if you want to. You won't have a channel. You won't have a page. Kid gets on social media talking about how he gonna kill a bunch of people. He's bluffing. Kid say he can't wait till tomorrow so he can go let this whatever he got ride. He's bluffing. He's an American. He has a right to say what he wants. That's not against community guidelines. Even the shit that I've seen, on Instagram, the porn that's on Instagram, women giving head, women women naked, don't never get taken down. It's there. That's it. Do whatever. Let me get on here and talk about some COVID shit. Bah! You're done, sir. You do it again, we'll take your channel. It's misinformation. I'm just saying, that is the treatment that we get. Let somebody watch my shit and don't like it, I will flag it. It's like, whatever. Let me play this other video here. I'm going to go through these real quick and see if we can. Yeah, there we go. I like this one. This one's good. Wait, what did Iris says? We love Gavin. You misunderstood, darling. They moved to California to work in IT, and they went back to where they belong. Shaking my head. Yikes. I don't get that. And we want them to go. I don't get that. All right. Let's see here. Boom, bam. Check this shit out.
New details about the alleged gunman charged in the deadly parade shooting in Illinois. Police confirming they received multiple calls from his home over the years, raising more questions about possible missed warning signs. 21-year-old Robert Crimo is being held without bail, charged with 7 counts of murder and more charges on the way. Newly released video shows a SWAT team arriving at his mother's house on July 4th. ABC News speaking to his father, who insists there was no warning this was going to happen.
Check this out.
What he's now saying about his son and being under police investigation himself. ABC's Alex Perez is in Highland Park.
Tonight, growing questions about how the suspect in the July 4th rampage was able to legally buy.
There's the gun right there. That's one of the carbine joints that flips over. It folds over. Is that the oh fuck, what is the name of that shit? Is it the Kel-Tec? I think that's what that is. Is it Kel-Tec? Cal or Caltech? No, Caltech is a goddamn school. I said Caltech.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you.
Caltech, thank you. Caltech sub 2000. Thank you so much. I said Caltech like a motherfucker. Boy, I tell you, it's late. It's getting late. But that's the 9mm. It's basically just a 9mm carbine. That's all it is. It's a rifle platform for 9mm. That's pretty much what that is. But that's the gun there that he used.
5 firearms despite the red flags. His father, who sponsored the application for his son's gun permit because he was under 21, now telling ABC News he doesn't regret it.
They do background checks, whatever that entails. I'm not exactly sure.
Bob Crimo saying it was up to law enforcement to vet his son.
Now that's straight bullshit. How in the fuck do you expect a law enforcement officer or a law enforcement agency to know more about your son than you do, motherfucker? And this just goes to show, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I saw this and I thought about it and I said, you know what? This some real white folks bullshit. And then I had to think even more and I said, no, this is what niggas do too. When they son that been out in the street killing and shooting up the whole goddamn community, first thing out their mouth was he was a good kid. He was just defending himself. And just like this lazy motherfucker here talking about, yeah, the law enforcement department should have caught this. I mean, they have they background checks or whatever. Yeah, well, they don't know that your son tried to kill himself. They don't know that your son threatened to kill his family. Oh, well, he just said that just because he was upset. Bullshit. Let my son say some shit like that. The last thing I'm going to go do is to sponsor him to get a fucking gun. And he's just like accepting no responsibility for the actions of his fucking son. Straight bullshit.
Investigators say just months before, his son attempted suicide and later threatened to kill family members.
If I saw my son looking like that, saying the shit he's saying, I ain't judging the book by its cover, but I'm using some goddamn judgment. The last thing I need to do for my son is to go and sponsor him to get his fucking permit to get him a fucking gun. I'm just saying. This is definitely one of those moments where I honestly believe that the prosecuting attorney or the district attorney needs to seriously consider pressing charges against this fucking parent. Because he helped facilitate this fuck shit that his son did. And you can't tell me as a parent or as an adult that this kid was just your average everyday kid that was just functioning on such a high level and was so deserving to execute his constitutional right in having a gun. You can't tell me that. And anybody that tries to say otherwise, y'all full of shit. That kid did not seem like he was a well-balanced kid to where he should be owning a fucking firearm. No way.
Father says he didn't know about the suicide attempt and didn't believe the other threat was real.
How do you not know that your son tried to commit suicide? How do you not know that? Over a month ago. Not saying it happened the same day. Not saying it happened 2 days ago. Over a month ago. That goes to show that either one, he's a fucking liar, or he just don't know shit about his son and was trying to be his son's friend. The hell kind of shit is that?
Making threats to the family, I think it was taken out of context where it's like just a child outburst, whatever he was upset about.
But that same day, officers confiscating more than a dozen knives, a dagger, and a sword from the home.
Yep. 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 There it is. 12 knives, daggers. And I'm not saying that 12 knives is excessive. I'm not saying that. Because he might just like knives. Some people have a knife fetish. I hate knives. I don't like knives. I feel getting stabbed. That's why anybody that ever pulls a knife with me, they're going to get shot. No questions asked. I'm just saying. But my thing is, with all of this shit that has happened, if those officers confiscated those knives, that means they were probably illegal and he shouldn't have had them. And my thing would then be, why would you as a father, if you ain't in tune with your son and don't know what the fuck he doing on a day-to-day, if you are an absentee father or a half-ass daddy, why would you go and give him and help him get a fucking gun and you don't know how stable or unstable this motherfucker is? That's literally like giving your teenage kid, woman or boy, a girl or boy, giving them the keys to your car and you don't know if they got a license or not. He seemed to be a good kid. She seemed to be nice.
The father now could face criminal charges for sponsoring that gun permit application.
We've seen more prosecutors being more aggressive with parents who should have done more to stop something like this from happening.
And I'm saying it like this. I believe that the father should be charged for two reasons. Number one, I believe he's partially responsible in being negligent. Number two, I believe it will send a message to the rest of these motherfucking parents that go out and buy their fucking kids guns, which is only some shit white folks do. Buy their kids fucking guns and give them guns when they know they fucking on some stupid shit. They know they doing crazy shit. They know they're not fucking well-balanced human beings. Fuck would you go and sponsor a kid to get a goddamn gun and he got a tattoo on his fucking face and he is a fucking certified classic textbook weirdo? Yep, I said it. That kid does not look like and is not apparently acting like your average American kid. Nah, he wasn't no transformer, Lorenzo. He literally put that shit on so that he can throw off the cameras and all that shit so they'll be looking for a female instead of his ass. It's like, come on, man. There's no way possible that you can look at that kid's social media, talk to that kid's family members, his cousins, his uncles, and whoever the fuck else, and think that that kid needs a gun. No way. So yeah, I think a message should be sent to say, y'all parents keep doing this stupid shit. You keep on wanting to give your kids the world because they're my son and I just love them. Yeah, okay. You love them like that. Y'all gonna be loving each other in jail together, motherfucker. That's exactly what should happen.
So the maximum kind of charge that he could potentially face would be something like involuntary manslaughter.
The night before that horrific attack, Crimo's father insists they had a normal conversation and his son was in a great mood.
I had not an inkling, warning that, something like this was going to happen.
And here's the bullshit. Let me tell y'all something. This whole thing with parents, if you're not on your kid's social media, there's something wrong with you. Just saying. This whole thing about parents trying to give their children privacy, that's some stupid shit. And this is the shit that white folks love to do. He's a person. She's a person. Motherfucker, this kid is 8. Fuck you talking about they're a person. Yeah, they're a little person, but they still under my control, goddammit. I run them. That's ridiculous. You don't know shit about your kid and the shit he's put on social media? Man, that's insane. And if your kid got a second or third fucking Facebook or Instagram or doing some shit like that, that's even more of a reason to be up in your kid's fucking business. It's just like when kids be walking around with their door closed and all that shit. Not in my house. Motherfucker, you don't pay enough. You don't pay no rent in here, so you ain't got no room to you'll have a door closed or a door locked in this motherfucker. You have to be in your kid's business. You gotta be in your kid's life. You don't need to embarrass your kid, but you damn sure need to know what the fuck they doing because you're their parent. Why are you in my room, Dad? Because I own this motherfucker. That's why. Because you don't pay the rent, son. Dad, you're not respecting my privacy. I'm a girl. Daughter, this is my fucking house. I own the fucking privacy around here. I'm your dad. It ain't private when you want some goddamn money. It ain't private when you want me to buy you some shit now, is it? Nope, it's our money then. But when your ass sitting here wanting to do some stupid shit or some sneaky shit, now it's I need my privacy. Now it's, oh, I need my space. I have a right to my personal space, Dad. Fuck out my face. You lost your goddamn mind. I wish my kid would say some shit like that to me. I'm waiting on the day. I'm waiting on the day for my daughter to turn whatever the fuck age she gonna turn to where she say some shit like that to me. I can't wait. So I can set her motherfucking ass straight. Dad, you need to give me my space. You know what I'm gonna say? Shit. Fuck you mean? You want your space? Get grown, go take care of yourself, and then get the fuck out. Other than that, I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna love you, and I'm gonna provide for you, but best believe you're under my jurisdiction. You go to work and do what the fuck they tell you at your job. You can go hang out with your friends and respect they fucking rules and they boundaries. Why the fuck can't you do it at home in my house? I've been taking care of your ass since you been here. Makes no fucking sense. Yeah, he was an adult. Yeah, Crimo is an adult. But my thing is, I consider an adult when your ass is on your own taking care of your goddamn self. That's all I'm saying. When you doing that, and you taking care of yourself, you can provide for yourself food, clothing, and shelter, and you don't need me to do it, then go ahead. You grown, you're an adult then. Well, I mean, you grown then. You a grown ass motherfucker. Yep, you right. You make your own decisions. You got your own life and all that shit. Yep.
I'm shocked.
After police say his son confessed to killing 7 people and wounding more than 30, Bob Crimo is blaming the system.
We need to come together, between, just as a community here in the country, to come up with something, whether it's new laws, guidelines, to prevent this from happening again.
How about we give your motherfucking ass 40 lashes so this won't happen again? How about we fucking neuter your ass so you can't have no more kids so this can never happen again?
because obviously you're not a good parent. The fuck kind of shit is that? How, as an adult male and a father, do you turn around and put this shit back on the new laws, come up with some new guidelines to prevent this from happening again? The guidelines were in place, which is why you had to sponsor your kid to get his gun, to be able to buy a gun and to get a gun permit, sir. You had to sponsor him. He couldn't go get it on his own. You had to sponsor him. Because obviously, someone felt like, nah, this little motherfucker shouldn't be able to get no FOIA card, be able to get no gun. He ain't old enough, whatever the case may be. You went and sponsored him. Unbeknownst to you, you didn't know what the fuck your son was doing. So why would you then go and get something that gives your son the power of life, of death? Why would you give him that type of power? You don't know what fucking kind of kid he is, obviously. Well, the system didn't give him any type of, the system don't know that your kid ain't shit. You don't know, obviously, so why would you then turn around and go and get him a gun? Or help him get a gun? Or facilitate him getting a gun? No, your ass needs to go to jail too.
It continues to happen.
And tonight, we're learning police were called to the family home a number of times since 2002, mainly domestic calls. Only a few involved the suspect.
There is only so much the police department can do. We have a social worker on board. You know, we do what we can. But absolutely, I'm confident. I'm disappointed there wasn't more maybe we could do.
Alex Perez joining us now. And Alex, let's go back to the...
And here's my thing as a law enforcement officer. Aside from violating a motherfucker's rights, what the fuck else can you do or should you be doing? What else should you be doing? Your job ain't to figure out if a kid got a problem or not. Your job is to enforce the law, officer. That's it.
Father of the alleged gunman here, who clearly is not accepting any responsibility himself. But could he still be held accountable even though his son was 21 at the time of the shooting rampage?
Well, Whit, some legal experts believe the father could be held responsible because his son acquired most of those guns before he was 21, after his father signed that consent form. Now, as for those previous threats, investigators reviewed those cases and determined Crimo was not what they call to be a clear and present danger. Whit?
All right, Alex, thank you.
It's a thing to where if the police been going to that house and there's been drama and shit at that house since 2002, case closed, man. Case fucking closed. There's no reason that anybody should have put a gun in this kid's hand with that kind of shit going on in a house like that. No fucking way. And that's just open and shut. That's just what it is.
I'm Dina Bear.
And I'm Patrick Elwood. Thank you for joining us. Robert Crimo III was denied bond at his first court appearance this morning. WGN's Eric Rung live outside the courthouse in Waukegan with more on today's hearing. Eric?
Well, good afternoon. We did learn a little bit more information about this case. Now, according to police, and we already knew this, that Crimo had traveled to Wisconsin after the shooting in Highland Park. What we didn't know is that while he was in Wisconsin, there could have been more bloodshed.
He was driving around. However, he did see a celebration that was occurring in Madison, and he seriously contemplated using the firearm he had in his vehicle to commit another shooting.
21-year-old Robert Crimo III appeared by Zoom this morning from the Lake County Jail. He appeared to be wearing the same clothes in his most recent booking photo. He really just stared at the ground, except when the assistant state's attorney here ran through their case against him. They say there were witnesses, surveillance video, as well as photos, and the gun that was used that all point to Crimo being the shooter. Not to mention, prosecutors say he confessed to the shooting after he was arrested hours later. Really not a surprise that he will be held without bail. Prosecutors say he planned the shooting for weeks and escaped Highland Park by blending into the crowd and dressing as a woman.
Jesus
Christ. And covering up his face tattoos with makeup. 7 people were killed, more than 40 others injured. The shooting sent people running for their lives, parents shielding their children with their own bodies. The gun used, police say, was a high-powered rifle that was illegally purchased in 2020.
That's not true. I don't know why these people love it. It's amazing to me how people who don't know the proper terminology love to say words even when they don't know what the fuck they mean. He's saying a high-powered rifle. A Kel-Tec 9mm carbine is not a high-powered rifle. I'm sorry, it's not. A 50 cal BMG, that's a high-powered rifle. A 308 Lapua, that's a motherfucking high-powered rifle. A 6.5 Crimo, that's a high-powered rifle. A fucking 9mm carbine rifle is not a high-powered rifle. Jesus Christ.
Along with several other guns. This despite a 2019 call to police from his family that he wanted to kill everyone. At the time, police...
Did you hear that?
Took a number of knives and called to police from his family that he wanted to kill everyone. Called to police from his family that he wanted to kill everyone. Called to police from his family that he wanted to kill everyone. Called to police from his family that he wanted to kill everyone. At the time, police took a number of knives and daggers, even a sword from his home, but they were later returned when the family didn't press charges.
Didn't press charges. There it is.
Months later, his father sponsored Crimo for a FOID card. He did pass several background checks. The state's attorney here referred questions about that to the Illinois State Police. He did, however, once again call for a ban on assault weapons.
There was a ban of these types of weapons between 1994 and 2004. Everything shows that these types of horrifying, devastating incidents went down during that time.
That's a fucking lie. That is a lie.
There have been a lot of lies set around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can't believe.
That is not true. There's statistical data that proved that it did not go down.
My position as a public safety professional went down during that time. My position as a public safety professional, as one of the many individuals responsible for the safety of the people in Lake County, we should have a statewide and national ban on assault weapons.
Why? Because essentially, his dad would have went and got him one anyway. Because he didn't think his kid would do something like this. But it's funny to me how when we have these things that go on in our society where there's lack of responsibility from an adult perspective, there's no accountability from an adult perspective, we want to put everything on a law and on the government or on our local government to fix our shit. I don't understand that. Any problem we have, there should be a law. Hey, I got slapped on the butt. There should be a law against that. You shouldn't be able to. It's like there's a law for assault. Assault is against the law. People still get hit in their shit, don't they? Bing bang. There's a law against murder. People are still getting killed, aren't they? Bing bang. There's a law against theft. People are still getting things stolen from them, aren't they? Bing bang. There is no law that's going to fix that.
While Crimo is facing 7 murder charges, the prosecutor here says he will likely be filing dozens of more charges against Crimo, which will include aggravated battery charges and attempted murder charges. All will likely be revealed in the next few weeks. Crimo is scheduled to be back in a courtroom later this month. We're live at the Lake County Courthouse. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
And I must, and JDO, shout out to JDO. He is correct. He says that Kel-Tec would not have been a part of an assault rifle ban. he still would have had it. And then the other part of it is too, if there is a ban, it's not like people can't get them illegally. Most criminals, most people that commit crimes are more than willing to do something illegal, like acquire hardware illegally, to get equipment illegally, to get tools illegally. So it's like, even when you're saying there should be a law against, there's still going to be someone who will provide that very same tool that is being requested illegally. And if they can't get it illegally, they'll fucking make it. Did you guys see what the fuck they did to that goddamn Japanese leader, whatever the fuck he is, the Japanese king or whatever the fuck? Motherfucker made a goddamn gun to rip his ass apart. People are going to do what it is that they want to do. There's no law that's going to stop that. If I can't have a gun legally, I'm going to make one. I'm going to get one illegally. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get what it is that I want to do and I want to do. The Prime Minister of Japan, thank you. Yes, that shit looked like two motherfucking PVC pipes with some goddamn duct tape wrapped around it. On a board, right, on a board. For balance. Just saying. It's like people are gonna do what they're gonna do. If I can't get that AR-15 legally, I'm gonna get it illegally. That's what I'm gonna do. You're not gonna stop that. You're just not. So what is the point?
Park. Investigators revealing this evening the alleged shooter had 2 previous contacts with Highland Park police.
And WGN's Sean Lewis is live in Highland Park with those details tonight. Sean.
And did I mention that I guess with that prime minister dying the way that he died with that custom made gun, I guess maybe they should ban guns over in Japan. What y'all think? Do y'all think that they should ban guns in Japan? Do you think there should be a gun ban in Japan? A gun buyback? Gun confiscation in Japan? How about this? I'm gonna whisper this one too. Hey, whispers. They already got a gun ban in Japan. Ooh, did that rhyme? I should be a rapper. What? They already got a gun ban in Japan. Oh, so they already got a gun ban in Japan. And yet and still, someone made a gun? How could they do that? That's unheard of. I mean, who would think to do that? What type of criminal mastermind would make an illegal gun? I just don't get it. Can someone help me understand that? This guy's a criminal. Why would he make a gun when guns are illegal in Japan? Why would he do that? You can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't make a gun. Guns are illegal in Japan. He can't do it. This is unbelievable. But it goes to show you how guns in America and the gun violence that we have in America, it is a people thing, not a gun thing. We have a people problem. We have a mental health problem. We don't have a gun problem, because that would mean that every day law-abiding citizens would just be shooting people just for the sake of shooting them. He bumped into me, so I just shot his ass. You would see it all day, every day. Law-abiding citizens just killing people on a whim. Shooting people because they can. Why'd you shoot me? Because I can. Just saying. Japan had 10 shootings in all of 2021. Let's just say that that's what's being reported and that's what's true. That's what we saying is true. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. AJ turned right back around and said the USA had 693 mass shootings in Japan. I mean, in 2021. I'm okay with that too. You know why? Because the freedoms that you have in America, you don't have in Japan. I remember a long time ago, about maybe almost, a year or so ago, I was arguing with people about that shit. And they talk about, no, you can do whatever you want to do in Japan. This is smooth. No. No, you can't. There is no place like America on the face of the earth. Period. You can go to Switzerland, Australia, Japan, Turkey, Pakistan, Russia, China, Vietnam, Asia. You can go to Africa. You can go to all of these other places, and you can't do what the fuck you do here over there. You can't. Ask Brittany Griner motherfucking ass. Ask that bitch if you could do what you do in America over there. And this bitch always talking shit about motherfucking America. I'm just saying. When you see a motherfucker in the square somewhere in Japan just pull out a fucking machete and start hacking people to fucking death, yeah, what do you say about that? Oh, they just gotta suck that shit up? The thing is, America and guns in America is a part of being American. Being able to have a gun to protect yourself from people who may want to slice and dice your ass up, jump on your ass, do a follow home robbery on your ass. Yeah. Japan still got motherfuckers over there wearing masks. They telling motherfuckers when they got to take their punk ass in the house. Shit ain't happening over here. Now is it?
We're talking about several years ago for those contacts. The first one was in April of 2019 when a person reported to the Highland Park Police Department that Robert Crimo III had a week prior attempted suicide. The next contact came months later, September 2019, when a family member reported that Crimo had threatened to kill, quote, everyone. When police responded, they found a cache of knives, 16 knives, a sword, and a dagger. They confiscated those, reported the incident to the ISP. Still, Crimo was able to buy and maintain his FOID card and also go and buy those firearms, one of them used in yesterday's shooting in 2020 and 2021. Now, as the announcement of state charges are pending in the next few minutes, there is also talk of federal indictments to come.
And here's my thing about comparison, because we do this often. We want to compare what another country does compared to our country. So, for those of you who don't know, let's say you want to compare a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. Do people know the story about Lamborghini and how Lamborghini came about? If you don't know, I'll tell you. I just learned this not too long ago, maybe about a year ago or so. Lamborghini came about because Ferrari had a sports car, the Ferrari, and Lamborghini used to be farm equipment. They made farming equipment, tractors and shit like that. Thank you, Crazy Moot. The guy who owned Lamborghini saw some flaws in Ferrari and said, you know what? I'm going to go talk to Ferrari and explain to them, hey, man, you know, there's some flaws in this and what you can do here to make your car better. You know what Ferrari said? He said, man, get the fuck out of my face, man. You don't know nothing about no motherfucker, no Ferrari, motherfucker. I am Ferrari, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Well, he didn't say that, but something to that effect. To the point to where Lamborghini said, all right, fuck it. If you ain't gonna listen to what I'm telling you, I'm gonna build a better sports car and show you. I'm gonna show you. So that's what he did. He built that car in rivalry to the Ferrari. He wanted to get everything that was wrong about the Ferrari right with a Lamborghini. Okay? Two of the best, well-made sports cars in the world today. So because they are both sports cars, you can actually compare those cars because they were made to do essentially the same thing. They just do them differently. There's certain characteristics about a Lamborghini that are not on a Ferrari, certain characteristics about a Ferrari that are not on a Lamborghini. So when you're talking about sports cars, you can compare a Lamborghini and a Ferrari. However, would you still make the same comparison with a fucking Ford Mustang and a Ferrari? Would you make the same comparison with a Camaro and a Lamborghini? They're in two different categories, two different levels of sports car. I say that to say this. The level of freedom that America has, you can't compare that anywhere because there is no rivalry to America. Ain't no other country came about and said, we can do this freedom thing better than y'all. That's what it is. And until there is a Lamborghini to rival a Ferrari, you can't say shit about Ferrari. You can't compare when you're comparing it to a fucking Camaro. When you're comparing it to a fucking Ford Mustang. When you're comparing it to a fucking Mazda Miata. You can't do that because there is no rival to the freedoms of America anywhere in the world. So when you're talking about what you're going to compare America to, I say this all the time. When it comes to freedoms, when it comes to rights and guns and all that other shit, freedom of speech and all that, you can't compare it to that. There is no other country that is on the same level of freedom and rights in the world. Yes, you can throw Porsche in there. But what I'm just saying, the point is when people try to make that comparison, well, if you look at Australia, you look at Venezuela, you can't. Even Canada. Oh, Canada. Y'all so full of shit. You got a prime minister that just wakes up one day and say, hey, all that gun shit y'all been doing, we done with that. No more. Motherfucking Justin Trudeau just said like 2 weeks ago, he says, hey, people who are getting assaulted, people who get their house broken into, somebody invade your house and they trying to kill you, you don't have the right to kill them. That's what that motherfucker said. You don't have the right to shoot a motherfucker who's broken in your house and is motherfucking killing your wife. Stabbing your wife. You just gotta hope and pray he stop and hope the police get there in time to stop him. That's was the same shit that whatchamacallit said. The Bloomberg. Yeah, citizens should not have the ability to protect themselves and to defend their lives. That's what the police are for. Yeah, well, the last time I checked, ain't no police officer sitting outside my house waiting on the crime to occur so I can call them. Last time I checked, when I drove to work today, there was no motorcade of police officers and fucking private security detail following me to work. Last time I checked, when I was at Walmart, there wasn't a motherfucker following me around on a walkie talking about, yep, we got the package is in aisle 10, he's walking out, we're coming out with the badass motherfucker in about 10 minutes. There was nobody doing that. So if that is the case, by that logic, I'm responsible for my own safety. Shout out to Tommy Short of my oil. Just saying. So why would I try to say or listen to someone who's telling me I don't have the right to protect my life? I need to let some other entity of government do that. Whether they're good at it or not, that's not even a point of contention. Whether they can actually do what it is I'm saying that they can do, that don't matter. If you die, then so be it. Hopefully we'll catch the people that kill you, and then we can put them in jail unless we fuck up the evidence and they beat the case. And the people that are saying that very same thing, that you don't have the right to protect your own life, are the very same people who actually have a security detail to protect their life. Go walk up to Justin Trudeau and see what happens. See if you can break into Justin Trudeau's house. See if you can go up to former Mayor Mike Bloomberg's house. See if you can go swing on Mike Bloomberg and see what happened to your ass. See if you can go rob Justin Trudeau. See if you can go and rob Bloomberg and see what happens to your ass. You got a motherfucker like Francis Beto O'Rourke talking about, you goddamn right we're going to take your AR-15s, your AK-47s. Meanwhile, you have a fucking epidemic of follow home robberies going on in fucking California, and you want to take my guns? So I guess them 3 or 4 niggas that run me down with a fucking Dodge Challenger to steal my watch, I gotta just get that shit up, huh? And if they break my fucking hip, or they crack my fucking pelvis, or fucking sever my fucking femoral artery and I die, so be it. It's just terrible. Unfucking believable. Dangerous Mind says, what about the prison system in Indonesia? I don't know what that's like, but I can tell you what. You look at the prison system here in America and try to compare it to anywhere else in the world. We got I know it's gonna sound crazy, we got the best prison system in the world here. Ain't nobody doing jail better than America. Ain't nobody doing prison better than America. The motherfuckers who commit the worst and the most heinous crimes got just as many rights as the next motherfucker. At least to the point before they get convicted. And hell, if the system gets it wrong, we'll let your ass out and give you some money to say sorry. Take your ass to jail in motherfucking Vietnam. Take your ass to jail in motherfucking Dominican Republic. Take your ass to jail in any other fucking country, especially a third world country, and see what the fuck they on. What's the name of that damn program? Watch that damn program they got. Is it Prison Abroad or some shit like that? Going to prison abroad or doing prison abroad or some shit like that. I think it's on A&E or Lifetime or some shit like that. I want to say it's A&E or something. I don't know. Watch that goddamn show where you see Locked Up Abroad. There you go. Thank you, Dion. Take your ass and watch Locked Up Abroad. Shout out to Philly Styles. He's your boy with $5. Take your ass over there and watch one of them shows and see how the motherfuckers are living in prison. Be wearing fucking a t-shirt and some fucking ball divider shorts like they play for the fucking 1980 Bad Boys, the 87 Bad Boys. Got them Isaiah Thomas specials on that divide your balls. They that short. And that's it. Motherfucker said you could ride bikes to get your time cut to run electricity in Brazil. See what I'm saying? I think it's in. I remember I always tell the story about the person who used to do my pedicures in Michigan. She was telling me about shout out to Sammy. She was telling me about how prison is in Vietnam. How if your family don't bring you food, nigga, you will starve to death. If your family don't bring you fucking clothes, your ass will be naked. If your family don't bring you blankets and shit like that, your ass will be cold. She said one of the worst things in the world is for a motherfucker to go to prison that has no family. Fuck the hard time they gotta do with no fucking amenities. Ain't no TV, DVD player. Ain't no you go visit and get to microwave some wings or some shit like that. Ain't no we get to take pictures and shit with our loved ones. Ain't none of that shit. Go take your ass to jail and go and see what happens overseas. Motherfuckers here got rights. Motherfuckers here get guaranteed food. Now, you may get raped by another man on an occasion or two, but I'm just saying, ain't nobody dying of starvation in fucking jail. They get to go to the hospital when they get shanked. Anytime they call, shout out to Philly Style, hit your boy with another $3. Thank you, sir. Anytime they call a particular jail or particular prison club fed, that lets you know. Right, Randy said, ain't no I'ma appeal this. Ain't none of that shit. I'ma take this to the Supreme Court. Nope. The shit that people get to do here and go to jail, it's insane. And it will have the same amenities as another motherfucker. Shout out to Drayden. Hit your boy up with $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all hitting that cash up. That's what's up. Shout out to Jermaine. Hit your boy with a couple dollars. And shout out to Cornelius. Hit your boy up with $20. Says best, one of the best on YouTube. Thank you, sir. I'm telling you, this shit is unbelievable. And we take this shit for granted all the time. That's why whenever I hear a motherfucker talking crazy about America, say what the fuck you want. We ain't the worst motherfuckers in the game. Take your ass somewhere else if it's so bad. It got fucked up in California. What niggas do? They left. It got fucked up in New York. What motherfuckers do? They left. If it's so fucked up here, renounce your citizenship and leave. Go hop your ass over the border and go live in Mexico. Go on. Get the fuck on out of here. Because it's obviously somewhere else better to live. Go move your ass to North Korea. Go move your ass over there to China. See how you live over there.
Tonight, the FBI has increased its presence at the site of the 4th of July parade shooting in Highland Park, combing through what was left behind.
Over the past 24 hours, there's been a significant amount of information obtained by investigators.
WGN has obtained this security camera photo of Robert Crimo III near the scene on Monday. Investigators say the 21-year-old wore a dress and what looks to be a red and white blue scarf to disguise his distinct neck and face tattoos.
During the attack, we believe that Crimo fired more than 70 rounds from this rifle into the crowd of innocent people. Following the attack, Crimo exited the roof, he dropped his rifle, and he blended in with the crowd, and he escaped. He walked to his mother's home, who lived in the area, and he blended right in with everybody else as they were running around, almost as he was an innocent spectator as well.
When he was taken into custody on Monday evening in Lake Forest, thanks to an alert citizen who called 911, investigators say they found another rifle inside that silver Honda Fit, which he had borrowed from his mother to escape.
When he went to his mother's, we have no indication that he provided any information to her.
In addition, investigators found other firearms in his Highwood home, all legally purchased by Crimo. While investigators have gathered a lot of information so far, they continue to ask the public for more.
If you have any video of this individual that is walking toward the parade, at the parade, potentially on the roof or exiting, to please call 1-800-CALL-FBI.
So that should answer your question, Civ Lap. The FBI, they are, I don't think they're leading on this. They're assisting. They're talking about potentially federal charges, but most of the time with a shooting like this, the FBI is always involved. Are they leading the investigation? Not sure, but I'm quite sure that they are definitely involved on a high level to get this shit all wrapped up. So it is what it is.
There was also the question, what was Bobby Crimo doing in those hours after the shooting and before he was caught and took into custody by police in Lake Forest? It turns out police say that he drove that Honda all the way to the Madison, Wisconsin area. They don't say what he did there or who he may have met with, but then drove back to this area where that person spotted him, called police, and he was taken into custody. Again, we are awaiting another press conference happening in just a few minutes, possibly with announcement of those state charges. When that happens, we will bring it to you.
Boom. Shout out to KFX. Here's your boy with $5. Thank you, sir. But here's the thing, and I got to call out what JB said. That's part of the problem. So many Americans never leave the U.S., so they have no idea how good they have it. Facts. I'm telling you. Go, and it's like, my thing is this. You have no idea how advanced the infrastructure and just the amount of freedom that you truly have here. You really can't, you can understand it, but you can't really appreciate it until you take your ass somewhere like Jamaica, like the Dominican Republic, like Haiti, like Africa, where motherfuckers is struggling. And even in Africa, you still have good places in Africa. You can go to Cape Town and shit like that where shit is pretty much together. But when you go to these other countries, especially these third world countries that don't have the infrastructure, they don't have the resources, they don't have the shit that we have, and you see like a Pakistan, Afghanistan, Afghanistan, right? Take your ass over there and see what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do. What will happen to them if they do decide to do some fuck shit? They go to jail or will get their ass killed. Go to Russia and talk shit. And just think about it like this. So you can't say that I'm lying. How many motherfuckers from other countries do you see talking shit about their country? Ilhan Omar talk more shit about America than she do about the country she fucking fled from. The bitch fled from her country and come here and talk more shit than a little bit about the country that she fled to. That means it was so fucked up where she was living that she decided to come over here and then got the nerves to talk shit. And you couldn't pay that bitch to go back. And we as Americans let these motherfuckers get away with the shit. Go take your ass over to someplace nice like Dubai and do some dumb shit. Go in Dubai and get on a police car and twerk and see what happened to your ass. Go to Dubai and get on top of an ambulance and start twerking and see what happened to your ass. Take your ass over there and do that shit, and you will see what will happen to you. Go to fucking China or go to fucking one of these countries and steal some fucking gym shoes or some shit out of a store. See what happened to your ass. Then when the police come to lock you up, go live and see what happened to your ass. Take your ass over to Istanbul and act a goddamn fool and see what happens. Talking about Black Lives Matter and chant that shit. See what happens. See what happens when you take your ass to court and you tell the motherfucker, yeah, they did that to me because I'm black. And see what the motherfucker say. Just see what they say. I'm going to watch this last video. We're going to get up out of here. This is this motherfucker's uncle.
Now that we've been following today, the man suspected of killing 6 people during today's Highland Park parade is in police custody.
WGN's Jenna Barnes spoke to one of his family members today. She's joining us now from Highwood tonight. Jenna.
Lourdes and Ray, we are on Pleasant Avenue. This is just about 1.5 miles from that shooting scene. Police and the FBI have cleared this street, allowing us to get close enough to this house to talk to the suspect's uncle, and tonight he is apologizing. I do want to show you video from earlier this afternoon when there were more than a dozen FBI agents in armor, an armored vehicle here, as they swarmed this neighborhood for hours, presumably searching this house, although we could never get a clear view about exactly what they were looking for. The suspect's uncle tonight, Paul Crimo, tells us his nephew had lived with him in a back apartment here for about 5 years. The suspect's dad, he says, also lived here from time to time between here and Highland Park. Paul Crimo says he last saw his nephew yesterday around 5 o'clock and learned this afternoon from a TV news report that his nephew was the suspect police were looking for.
There's no indication at all, no. There's no indication that I've seen at all that would lead up to this at all.
Your message to the victims, to the families.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, and from the bottom of my heart, and I'm very heartbroken. So I mean, I'm really upset. I'm really upset about this. To me, he was a good kid. He was quiet and he showed nothing.
Listen.
He told me he is cooperating with the investigation. Now, his nephew posted many disturbing videos online, and this car here that you're looking at right now that's parked out front of his house made an appearance in those videos. I asked the suspect's uncle, had he ever watched those videos, and he told me he never did. Obviously, some of the content of those videos were disturbing, but this uncle saying he never paid any attention to them.
And that in itself shows the two things that I'm talking about and that I wanted to drive home in this video, in this show. Where is the accountability and the responsibility for social media when it comes to shit like this? And where's the responsibility and accountability for this people's parents? Like, how do you not know what one of your immediate relatives is posting? Now, am I responsible for what my nephew might be doing online? No. But his parents should be. His parents should be. Absolutely. Whoever the fuck his guardian is, grandmama, mama, whatever the fuck. Because we clearly see the daddy doesn't know goddamn thing because he wasn't in the kid's life like that. Which is probably why the kid was doing some of the fuck shit he was doing in the first place. There go 2003 with that conspiracy shit. I see you. That motherfucker say 47 is on the car. You reverse that and you get 74, which equals July 4th, the day of the shooting. I guess. But just think about that. Where is the response? How y'all don't know shit about this little motherfucker? And not to say that you knew what he was doing on this day, but you can clearly see the things leading up to what he was posting to where he would do some shit like this or have the potential to do some shit like this.
Ray, Lourdes, back to you guys.
This is ridiculous. I didn't have a clue. I didn't know nothing about it. Really? Seriously? You ain't know nothing? You ain't have an idea at all? Like, come on, man. Somebody should have been like, hey, man, look, we don't need to get this motherfucker no FOIA card. The last thing this little nigga needs is a gun. He always talking about fucking somebody up, killing somebody. And once you did get him the guns and you saw him doing the shit, then you should be even more alarmed. I have every intention on buying my son and buying my daughter firearms when they are old enough to have them legally and when they are responsible enough to possess them. And if I ever saw them doing something reckless or stupid, I'm taking it and I'm going to call the police. I'm going to recommend them on Facebook. Hey, y'all need to watch this motherfucker suspend their account or something. My own kids. My own kids. I would do that shit for them. I mean, to them. Motherfucker threatening to kill my motherfucking son, threatening somebody in my family, I'ma fuck my son up. My daughter say some sideways shit to one of my fucking aunties or some shit, or one of her aunties or one of her uncles or some shit, I'm gonna fuck my daughter up. Fuck y'all mean? The last thing I'm gonna do, I tell you this, is go buy him a gun. Unbelievable. There has to be some type of accountability and some type of responsibility that social media plays in this. And the reason why I say that is because they started this shit with their own community guidelines bullshit. If I can't post whatever I want and I can't say whatever I want, then it needs to go across the board. Not just on what you feel like politically, because it's going to help your company. Where's this damn thing? Oh, it's over here. It shouldn't be like that. Man. There we go. That's better. It just shouldn't be like that. You need to be able to say, if this kid is on social media talking about shooting people, killing people, and all that shit, goddamn right, they off social media. They lose their account. You have teenagers talking about, yeah, he always said that he was gonna shoot somebody, he was gonna kill somebody. And this motherfucker account is active? How? And I say, hey, don't get the COVID shot, gone. Have doctors talking about, medical professionals talking about the side effects and the negative aspects of getting vaccinated with this new shit. Nothing. Gone. No questions asked. No freedom of speech. That's against our community guidelines, and that's you're gone. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. That's pretty much all I had. Somebody got any questions or anything like that? Feel free. I think I'm gonna start doing that when I end the show. Any questions? You might got any questions or anything they want to ask? Other than that, we gonna get on up out of here. I want to thank everybody for joining the show. Please click that like button. Please click that subscribe button. Let me check and see if I got any other donations here on the PayPal side of the game, because I do want to acknowledge all y'all that decided to give to a brother. If you like the show, click the thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and if you really like the show, hit that donate button. If everybody could give $5, you give more for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. This is some educational shit here. Let me see what we got. I don't think anybody else on PayPal. Hit your boy up. Oh, no, somebody did. My man Wesley said, he gave a brother $18.93. He says, opening my eyes to so many new things. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. YouTube user Hero Breath said, here's another $5 for you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
And he hit me with another $5. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. That's what's up. There we go. Love your content. Smart man, thanks. Hey, man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hit your boy with $10 on the super chat. I really do just want to say, man, I think that we should all, start getting the word out, and at the very least, start having the conversation to where when you see things like this, where people are threats. Shout out to my man Philly. Hit your boy again with $5. Thank you, bro. When you have things like this, where people are making threats against citizens, where people are putting citizens and civilians' lives in danger, I think you absolutely should be able to flag this post on a YouTube, to flag their post on a Instagram, or to flag their post on a Facebook, and those people get their account struck down. When they're making blatant, consistent remarks about hurting others, come on, man. I've never made a post that says, these motherfuckers keep talking crazy to me, I'ma shoot their ass. I would never post something like that, no matter how upset I may be. There's no reason for me to post something like that on social media. That is a threat against someone in society. Saying what I want to say as far as my opinion, if you gonna flag me down for my opinion, saying I don't like this person, I don't like this group, I don't like what they do, and I get a flag for that, that's hate speech. Well, what the fuck is I'm gonna shoot up the goddamn school when I graduate called? Love speech? Oh yeah, David, well, you can go and look. Go and look. He been posting, and my thing is this. It's not like he's saying, I can't wait until the Highland Parade and I'm going to shoot it up. No, he been posting reckless shit for years on his fucking social media. He got a long trail, a long-ass line of just reckless posts up on his social media. And my thing is, it's a trend. They all do. They all do it. The fucking Dylan Roos, the fucking what's the other boy who just shot up the damn Tops grocery store? They all got this fuck shit going on their pages. The kid that shot up Uvalde, same shit. They're all doing it. It's not like, this was just one time and we need to change the law because no, they all got suspect shit on their pages. Why isn't the algorithm picking this shit up? There should be a thing where you can put on there, hey, I'm friends with somebody on Facebook and I see them with a gun talking about, it's going down tonight. And I see them with an AR-15 or I see them with a 9mm handgun. I should be able to flag that post with something specific saying, hey, I believe that this post should be flagged because this person could potentially go and physically harm another person. And that shit should trigger a chain of events to where not only are they reprimanded on social media, but it triggers a police investigation. They do it if you threaten the president. Why wouldn't they do it for something like this? I get mad, I have a bad day, and I talk about hurting some people. I should have to jump through several hoops to get back on social media and to get back in the good graces of the police department or law enforcement. Just saying. That algorithm will pick that shit up. Them flags from regular people that are friends on these people's social media pages will pick that shit up. See? It's already set in the military. Well, they shot with 223 5.56, or they were shot with 9mm. That Caltech carbine, rifle carbine, is what they got shot with. It's a 9mm chambered carbine, pretty much. That's what it is. A 9mm. It's a rifle chambered in 9mm. That's pretty much what they were shot with. 7 people dead. I think it was 19 injured or something like that, or 9 injured or something crazy like that. Unheard of. But my thing is, we have to have accountability, man, for these people, because that shit is fucking insane to let these people just do what the fuck they want to do and nobody says a goddamn thing about it, and there's no type of recourse from social media. There's no algorithm for that. No. Yeah, there's a little boy that got paralyzed. He got shot in the chest and it nicked his spine, and he's now paralyzed. And let me just say this too. As tragic as these active shooters are, as tragic as these mass shootings are, you still cannot stop this. You have to combat this by having good guys with guns, and you have to combat this by having mental health resources available. Every last one of these kids that you see do shit like this, every last one of these adults that you see do shit like this, every last one of them are off. When you read their social media, when you hear their stories from their friends, when you hear their stories from their parents, all of them are off. All of them got some fuck shit going. All of them do. So it's like, if we know that's the pattern, why not have those resources available to help those people? If I can check a motherfucker in to go to to rehab for heroin, why can't I have a motherfucker go to rehab for being bipolar, for being severely depressed, for being whatever the fucking case may be? Those resources need to be made available by our government, because there's so many of them. If we got resources to send billions of dollars overseas to other countries, we damn sure should be able to spend billions of dollars to help those that are struggling with mental health in our country. And said, but they could be fine and they're still developing until age 27-ish. Then they snap, but they already have a gun. They're still developing when they're enlisted in the U.S. military at 18. They're still developing when they are overseas fighting for our country. If we don't have a problem with them when they're doing that, then why would we have a problem with them when they're over here? That's all I'm saying. Police officers can get involved. You can actually say, if somebody here's my thing. You have a child, you have a young adult, you have a full-fledged adult that attempts to commit suicide. That person should actually be on, or should be flagged when they go to buy a gun. Simple. You have a person who has been diagnosed with having severe depression. They're clinically depressed. That person should be flagged for having a gun, for trying to buy a gun. Their background check should be flagged. They should have to go and see a psychiatrist to get approved to be able to own a firearm. That means a medical professional has deemed them mentally stable enough to own a firearm. Not just somebody you report, but somebody who actually has been seen by a medical professional and have information and have actually interviewed them on several occasions, not just no one conversation to say, yeah, no, this person shouldn't have it.
And parents should be the one initiating this shit. You know when your kid is off. Shout out to my man Philly Styles, who became a platform supporter. You, sir, are on a new level.
I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Yeah. I'm just telling y'all what I know because you see these shootings. Not to say it's going to stop everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that's going to fix it and it'll never happen again. What I'm saying is it would help mitigate these people that are not mentally stable. That's all I'm saying. Red flag laws ain't gonna do it. It needs to be someone, but so man, perfect. So here's Amanda just made a great point. Thank you for bringing this up, and then we're gonna get out of here. Amanda says, I don't like red flag laws. She said, I think that leaves it open to a doctor's opinion. I suffer from depression, but I'm not going to kill someone. Here's the thing, Amanda. I would go as far as to say, I bet that your medical professional, your psychologist or psychiatrist, whichever one that you may be seeing, would probably say the same thing. And is probably treating you and have given you tools that have helped you to be successful at combating your depression. And I'm going to say that because I've seen you in my chat room for years. And I've never seen or thought for you to be unstable mentally. So whatever level of depression that you may be suffering from, because here's the thing, we all at some point suffer from depression. I'm talking about clinically depressed where people can't function. I'm talking about that depression to where people have problems to where they may want to commit suicide, which is why, 60% of handgun deaths are suicides? That's what I'm talking about. Those people who have depression and they are failing, or not failing, but are not successful at overcoming it. Because you can say whatever you want, Amanda. You are, to some degree, successful at combating your depression. That's all I'm saying. Even if it's something that you're taking medically and all that kind of stuff, even whatever the case may be, if it's some Zoloft that's helping you, if it's your there we go, if it's religion that's helping you, if it's your friends and family that's helping you, if it's your husband that's helping you, your best friend, whatever the case may be, you have tools to where you are able to cope with your depression. Highly medicated. Family too. Religion. Great tools, right? But my thing is this. Y'all remember that story I did about the guy in the neighborhood that was terrorizing those the people in the neighborhood? Terrorizing the people to the point, the people and the mail carrier to the point to where the U.S. Post Office said that the mail person won't deliver mail to them anymore. They all have to go to the post office to get their mail because they had somebody who was mentally unstable terrorizing and harassing all of the people in that neighborhood. That's my point. That person should not be able to go and buy a gun. And when that person goes to apply for a gun, that person should be flagged. Because obviously the medication, the multiple law enforcement interventions that have happened and occurred, they failed. And here's the other thing to that too. It's not just one medical professional. You could still have a second opinion. Just like if you get diagnosed with something medically, you get diagnosed with cancer. One of the first things you should do is go get a second opinion. And in some cases, a third. You should go do that.
So it's like if a doctor is saying something about a medical professional is saying something, oh, this person here is doing this, and this person here is erratic, this person here shouldn't do it, the medication that this person is on, it is not working, then yeah. Because most of the deaths of handguns are suicides. Not to say that you can't have a gun, but you should be cleared to get one. Because you could just be in a rut and be depressed. Your girlfriend could leave you and you could be depressed. That don't mean you shouldn't be able to get a gun. Boom! There we go. Alexandra just said it. I need my meds. If I don't take my meds, I start thinking about different ways I could kill myself. My point. And if you have those mental health resources to help you with whatever your medication cocktail should be, that's what they're there for, to figure that part out. Doctors and healthcare professionals do it all the time. Hey, you got high blood pressure. All right, we're going to start you out on this medication. Let me know how you feel in 4 days. Oh, man, doc, I got the runs. Okay, well, we're going to take you off this one and we're going to put you on that one. Let me know how you feel in 4 days. Let me know how you feel in a week. Come back and see me in 2 weeks. We're going to take that. Okay, well, I'm fine now, doc, but I feel like I'm not sleeping. Okay, well, we're going to up this or take a little bit off of this. That's what you do. Because most of the time when you hear about these shootings, somebody uncle or somebody husband, what do they say when they are on meds? When they do get killed by the police, he stopped taking his meds. First thing out their mouth. Yeah, Rufus was on his meds and he was fine, but then he had stopped taking his meds like 2 weeks ago, and we ain't been able to get him to stay in the house. He always running out and he out here naked trying to fight the police. Tell me I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. How many times does that happen? Shell-shocked uncle was in Vietnam or over in Afghanistan, comes back acting crazy, and they say what? He's off his meds. That person who gets off their meds should be flagged when they try to go get a gun. Oh, hey, hold on, man. No. Just saying. Taking your meds, you functioning, you fine. Dr. Clee say, yeah, he's good. She's good. That's how it should be, because of the staggering amount of people that kill themselves using handguns. If you took all the handguns away, they'd use a knife. If you took all the knives away, they'd use a razor. If you took all the razors away, they'd use a rope. If you took all the ropes away, they'd jump out of a window. If you took all the windows away, they'd jump off a bridge. If you took all the bridges away, they'd step in front of a train. They'd step in front of a car. They will find a way to do it. Just saying. Right, Deb's Insurance said first murder was done with a rock. Facts. There are just some people that can't get the help that they need. And not to say that those people should just be dead, but then those people should have to go to a mental health facility. Crazy ass uncle won't take his meds 2-3 times. Your ass got to go to Sing Sing or whatever the hell it's called. Why not? Why not put your loved one that is not able to cope with everyday normal life, is not responsible enough to take their meds consistently to where they will be okay? Why wouldn't you put that person in a controlled environment? She said a nut hut. You silly for that. I'm telling you that there are so many things that we could do to help our people at the end of the day, because I may not have all the answers. I may not have it all figured out. I may not have it all right. But I can tell you this, we have enough money and we have enough we have enough money and we have enough people with the wherewithal to figure this out, to at least make it better than what it is when it comes to mental health in this country. That's what I say. Exactly. So, that being said, I will say this. I hope that someone will see this video and become a better version of themselves. I hope that someone can watch this show and they can actually begin to have a better discussion about this whole entire thing when it comes to mental health, when it comes to gun violence and all of that. I hope that we can all learn from these situations and become better people so that we can become a better neighborhood, so that we can have better communities, so that we can overall have a better society and we can treat each other better. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show. I love you all. I do. And ain't nothing you can do about it. You guys have a great night. If you're watching this on the replay, please feel free to click that like button, leave me a comment, and hit that donate button. It's in the description box. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Thank you to all my mods. I really do appreciate y'all. And I will say this to those of you that were able to be transparent tonight and speak from your heart and talk about your own personal situations. I appreciate it, because it takes a lot of guts to admit things about yourself that most people are probably going through too, and probably will never have the guts to admit. And the fact that you all did it, it is not taken lightly. It is deeply appreciated. Thank you all for being transparent about your own lives, because you didn't have to. And I'm glad that you felt safe enough to do it here, because it does matter. And whether you think so or not, you are potentially helping someone right now, because they will see that they are not alone in whatever struggles that they may have. And they will also see that there is a chance and a hope for them to get better at what it is that they are going through and to overcome what it is that they may be suffering from. So to Alex, Amanda, thank you guys so much for being transparent. I really do appreciate it. I love you guys. To everybody that supported the show and donated and clicked that like button, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night. Know that I'm always here for y'all, man. And until next time, peace, and I'm out. What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.